Chat GPT is getting a ton of hype, and it has incredible potential. Anecdotally speaking, though, I'm starting to see a lot of maybe cynical observations that it can be challenging to get started. If it can do everything, where do you even begin? Call it analysis paralysis. I'm no exception to this, by the way. I've definitely found this to be the case in my own use of it. What's worked for me has been to actually incorporate it into my workflow, as opposed to dramatically changing what I'm doing to push the limits with it and to try to swing for the fences. I use a productivity app called Obsidian. I use it for productivity, task management, scheduling, and note-taking. Pretty much everything I do research-wise or work-wise throughout my day starts as an Obsidian note. There's a really great Obsidian plugin. It's a community plugin, and it's called Text Generator. By giving my API key from my OpenAI account to the Text Generator plugin, I can get OpenAI-powered responses to my questions right where I'm working. Well, that's great, but so what? Why can't I just open up a browser, Google the same question I would write down in my Obsidian notes, and copy-paste the response back into my notes, and avoid having to use the plugin or Chat GPT altogether? In my case, it's a matter of reducing the friction point of having to go from one app to the next, to go from the Note app, Obsidian, open up a browser, type the question, and then at that point parse over the responses, pick the one that I feel is best, copy the relevant section, paste that into my Obsidian notes. That's actually a lot of friction. That's not a minor pain point, but it is what we've always done until now. This removal of a point of having to context switch between question and knowledge acquisition. Very useful. And forget the intuition, even just from a pure laziness perspective. There's one less step in your workflow. You're cutting out the need to cut, copy, paste from one app to another. It's just easier. This morning I was working on another YouTube video about my opinion of the sideways stock market, specifically as represented by the chart of the SPY ETF. I noticed that looking at a daily chart of SPY, the regression line of the closing prices is literally completely flat. And I thought I'd never seen that before on any chart, a slope of 0 or M equals 0. I thought I'd reference this in the video that I'm going to be doing. What if while working out my notes, I wanted to confirm that the way to reference the slope of the linear regression line is with M? It's simple to just type out the question, what is the symbol in mathematical notation for the slope of a simple regression line, right within my notes, which could wind up becoming a script for my next video. And I get back a response powered by the OpenAI model, informing me that the way to represent the slope of the linear regression line is indeed with the letter M. So maybe that's not earth-shattering, but it's really, really useful. I'm sensing that people are going to have better luck becoming productive using ChatGPT by looking for ways to augment their workflow and not completely revamp it. Instead of swinging for the fences and going for huge gains or tearing up your existing workflow, have it enhance, augment, error-proof, extend. Thanks for listening. I hope this was a little bit interesting, and there will be another one very soon. Please hit like and subscribe.